Hey y'all, Kevin here, and this is Pure Reviews, where I review all kinds of products. So if you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And in particular, if you find this video useful or helpful, be sure to hit that like button before you go. Maybe even leave a comment that simply says thanks. Really helps with the channel a ton, and I greatly appreciate it. So today's product is available on Amazon. I've included a link in the description that'll take you directly to the product page, or you can see the current price point, see if it's on sale, all that lovely information. But what is it? If you're like me and you absolutely love rocks, and you're wanting to do your own polishing and basically find stuff out in nature and see what it turns out when it's all nice and smooth and shiny, this is the perfect product for you. So this is a professional rock tumbler kit. It's gonna come with everything you need to get going. This was sent over by a company called AtoRock. It's gonna come in this little box right here. You're also gonna get this nice little user manual that's super easy to read, even tells you about the rocks that it's going to include. Take a look at this, because in here, it's very important. It's gonna show you your different, basically stages in grind speeds, depending on your courses. So that's going to be very, very helpful, especially when you are starting out. And like I said, it's going to come with everything you need. So first off, you are going to get a ton unpolished rocks. So as you can see, they're all rough in edges, and these are going to become super smooth. You're going to have, this one is rose quartzite. You're going to have some obsidian in here, which is going to eventually become nice and smooth. You're going to have like some topaz, all kinds of fun stuff in here that you get to go ahead and utilize. And then after you do the grinds, it's going to come out as a nice smooth stone, nice and polished. It's great for display. They even include these little kind of jewelry pieces. So if you do want to put them in like this little keychain or necklace, you got rings and things like that. I don't really use these, but you can utilize it. Once again, this is a kind of a fun kit for kids if you're wanting to let them play with it, and then they got some jewelry to wear. But also, what else you're gonna get? You're gonna get essentially 2 resistant bands. The band is already installed, but if you do need to ever change it, if one breaks or anything like that, they give 2 spares, and they also include a screwdriver to go ahead and open up the unit, so that way you can change these out. Now they're gonna include a nice little strainer. Between your different grit cycles, you're gonna be able to pour this out, grab the rocks, rinse everything off. It's very important to rinse this off outside in the grass, not in your house drains, because you essentially have a slushy mix of nature, you know, rocks, and which is turned essentially into mud, and you don't want all that stuff going down your sink drain. Then they're gonna include a bunch of pouches of the actual grit. You can naturally utilize their grit. If you have your own grit like I do, you can easily utilize these to get you going. And then as far as the drum itself, as you can see, it's a nice rubber drum. That's important because it's quieter. You know, if this is metal, it's gonna make a lot of noise. This runs for several weeks through the whole process, and so you want something nice and quiet, very easy to make secure. It's gonna include this nice little rubber door here that's gonna slide in under the lip, and it makes this thing waterproof. Simply twist it on and you're good to go. When it's all nice and secure, then you're gonna go ahead and put it on the device itself. So now, as you can see, here is the device itself. Very, very easy to use. First off, you're gonna hit that power button. It's gonna instantly activate it. As you can see, it's running. You're gonna have your adjustment for your speeds and your adjustment for the days. It's gonna have 1 to 9 days. So for example, if you are doing a coarse grit, you're gonna run it for about 4 to 6 days. And you're gonna wanna do it on speed 3. It does have 3 different speeds, and these little roller right here just moves it, and it's speeding up nature. If you ever need to pause it, simply hit that pause button and it'll go ahead and stop it in its mode if you want to check on it, things like that. You know, if it's basically 4 days in and you want to see I need to do any more, you can do that. This is a rough science. You don't necessarily, if you don't do it for 4 days or you do it for 7 days, no big deal. It's just going to continue to grind down those stones. Another nice thing about this is it's all made out of an aluminum alloy case, so it's nice and kind of more industrial standard, if you will. Give you an idea of the size, it's about 10 1/4 inches wide. It's about 6 3/4 inches depth, and it's about 4 inches in height when you put the drum on it itself. It is nice and quiet, and then this rubber drum itself can hold up to 4 pounds of rocks, so it can hold a lot. I'm not sure I'd fill it directly to that 4 pounds, because that's a lot of stuff in there. I like to put it at somewhere between 2 to 3 pounds, and that's gonna be kind of what I find the best setup as far as smoothing out and polishing your stones that you find into a nice smooth kind of setup for display or jewelry. It does have anti-slip pads on the bottom, so you can set this up in the garage. That's where I like to do it, so that way it's running, it's not as noisy and bothering anybody when you're doing like, this is a kind of, like I said, a long-term game here, because you're gonna be running it essentially a week on each grit level. But overall, it's a lot of fun. If you are into the market and you're looking to polish some stones, you're into some kind of rocks and stuff, and you want to see what they look like, if you have kids interested in it, it's a really fun kit to get you going, and it works really, really well. So if you're in the market, totally worth checking out. If there's something I haven't quite covered that you're a little curious about, feel free to hit me up in the comment section. I do typically respond to those. That is it till the next video. You guys, take it easy. Later. Congrats, you made it to the end of the video. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciated for the support. Be sure to hit that like button on the video. It really, really does help out. And if you have not subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell if you want to get notified when new videos come out on this channel.